What up, what up, what up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday, chat. We are back officially in the building. That is correct, Demondo. What it do? Oh, man. You gotta love it, chat. You gotta love it. Who do we have? Who do we have here? We're gonna shout you out in true DMONEY fashion. That is correct. You know, if you get here early and you drop a comment, you might get a shout out. So there it is. So Fisher Trades. Good afternoon. Well, good morning. Maybe it's afternoon where you're at, but good morning for majority of the people here. So, oh man. Dart Trader, good morning. Brick Law as always. Conrad, what up? Jimbo, Washburn, Fresh Cash Friday. That is correct. So Sophia's in the building. What up? What it do? What it do? Gary Murphy. Tim Murray as always. Dr. Mike Trades, Fine Peak, App Trader, Spence, good morning. Howdy. Good morning, DMONEY and everybody. Hey, good morning. How are you? Boston, what up? DMONEY, good luck and good morning, everyone from Boston. Hey. Good morning, good morning. We are back. Mushy Trades. We are officially back, chat. Oh, man, it's Friday. Already July 24th. That is cray-cray. What little Ray Ray. And how are you this morning, Ginger? I'm doing good. How are you? We're ready to roll. We are ready to rock and roll. Hopefully, make some money here, chat. That is the goal. That is the plan. We will see how it plays. You know the vibe. So right now you got Blue Sky 30% off Propel plans. You know the deal here, chat. I'll be trading a Blue Sky account today. Trying to see if we can make some money on that account. You know the vibes. Using the code PW gets you the best deals as always. So right now it looks like we have 28,000, like 580, chat. You kind of see that, right? So you had like this range, kind of broke out of it to the downside now. Kind of hate that. It's like, why are we getting these moves like pre-market open, like clean moves down, right? Like you could have shorted at 635 and wrote this thing down. It's like crazy, man. Oh man. Well, I mean, hopefully we get some good volatility today. That is the goal. Gonna look at the daily chart. So you're starting to get some kind of, I mean, is this a bearish EMA cross, chat, on the daily chart? You see how you got like the highs up here, you got lower highs kind of formed. This was a big old range, just kind of chopping around in a range. You got highs up here, lower high, lower high, lower high, another lower high. This was another lower high, basically the 21st, 22nd. Like, do we kind of finally kind of flush these lows? That's the question today. So we're gonna find out. No news this entire week. Yeah, you had a lot of earnings though, and you had Trump speaking multiple times, so that kind of very similar. All right, let's map out yesterday's daily candle high, chat. So you had yesterday's daily candle high 29,282.50. $282.50 here. You got yesterday's candle low 28,432.50. All right, so that's yesterday's daily candle high and low, chat. So at the moment we are currently inside of yesterday's daily candles range. Make no mistake about it. So if you take a look here, you do have these levels down here that we could be a possibility of kind of breaking to the downside if we kind of lose these lows. Got to map out this area because it's so close, right? So you got lows down here. This basically this wick that we didn't quite kind of dig all the way to, into yesterday's session, right? So 28,227.75, chat. That is that wick down there. So it's about 200 points to the downside, right, if we get going. But we need to be aware that this was some kind of support that we bounced from the last time we kind of dug into this area. So with that being said, do we get some kind of reversal back up? We don't know, right? We don't know as of yet, but it is a possibility. So I got to be mindful of that, chat, that we've had some kind of reversal from these lows, lower 200s. So if we kind of dip down there, do we kind of get right back up? You know, this is your daily chart. If you look at the 4-hour chart, I mean, you can kind of see that case as well because you got some kind of double bottom. So I do see a double bottom right now on the 4-hour chart here. And is that going to be enough to kind of push up now and go higher, right? Kind of building out a base. And then all of a sudden we're back up here towards 28,824, which is a 14 EMA on the 4-hour chart. So we need to be aware just of both scenarios because, you know, either or is going to play out more than likely here. So, because it looks like just a big old range has been forming since basically 11 o'clock yesterday, chat, right? Some consolidation. So you just had a pretty decent kind of bearish candle closure on the 1 hour chart below the 14 EMA. So we need to kind of see how this plays out, because you got all these highs up here, lower highs, lower high again. So do we kind of push up and then sell off? I don't know, chat, right? Just going to try to join the momentum in either direction. I think if we sell off, like I said, the box down here gets hit. If we kind of push back up, I think we head towards 800, 28,000, 800. So, Fun John, what up? D-Money in chat. Hey, what up? And what it do? Don't you worry, guys. We're going to drop a poll. We'll see how you guys are feeling out there in regards to this market open, bullish or bearish. Very interested to see what you think. Ironically, last week's Friday's open was 28,599.50. Yeah, right at the same area. 480 rejection, please. Yeah, I know, right? Oh man, you gotta love it, chat. We're gonna drop a poll. We will see how you guys are feeling. Don't you worry. We'll drop it and see, and then we will go from there. Make no mistake about it. I need to make $290 from my 5K account. Yeah, I mean, we're with you. We're with you. That's the goal, is to make some money here. So. All right, you got the poll coming through, chat. Get your votes in. You got 3 options for the poll. Pump it up, drop it low, or flip a coin. I don't know. So very curious to see how you guys think out there. What's gonna happen? Obviously, we don't know. You got to let it kind of play out. I think the smart kind of move here is to let the market kind of open up and try to join the momentum in the direction that they take the market. That's it, simple as that, whether bullish or bearish. But I think you got to be ready for both scenarios. I kind of gave you guys my thought process for both scenarios. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We just out here trying to make a little money. So sounds like a 2 Live Crew song. Oh man. Dump the previous day low, then pump. Yeah, it's a possibility, Adam. Aren't buys risky till we get a break all the way up? Well, you know, if you're trying to trade momentum in the market, and I don't know how we're gonna, you know, nobody knows in full transparency how we're gonna open up. They could push down to drop, they could drop down to push up. We could chop around and then pump, we can chop around and then drop. Like, I don't know, right? You know, all you can do is try to join, I think, the direction of the momentum move, if that makes any sense. That's why I kind of painted out 2 areas that I think will get hit if bullish or bearish, chat, and then we'll go from there. So they can pop, lock, and drop it. That is correct, Abundo. They could pop, lock, and drop it. We don't know, but we're gonna find out. Don't you worry. We're definitely gonna find out, chat. We have rejected a 4-hour area multiple times. Maybe one more big flush first. Possibility. Yeah. I never say, you know, PW kind of laughs when I answer like that, chat, because I'm not I guess ruling out any kind of scenario, because anything's possible in the market. So until it opens up, you know, it's all just possibilities, right? Anything's possible. So but I kind of gave you my thought process there. We'll see how as we get a little closer. We got some time here, chat. You got about 13 minutes or so before this thing opens up. Got the 15-minute candle. You got a nice doji kind of bullish candle closure. So that is a little right. So a lot of times when you get the kind of like strong bearish selling pressure in the market, and you get a nice kind of doji candle, chat, you're gonna get a push back up. So that is it's kind of happening now. So kind of interesting, right, that we're getting that right now. I would have loved for us to close at 9:30. You know, the 15-minute candle closing out at 9:30, and then we got that kind of closure, right? That would have been, to be honest, probably an easy long, riding it back up here to the 14 EMA 633. So you got to love how that plays out before the market opens, right? So either way, we are here gonna try to make some money here, chat. We got the similar kind of schedule today, so I'll be rocking out to 12:30 or so, and then I'll be rocking out with Denny Dollars this afternoon. Denny Dollars makes you holler at oh man, 2 to 4, chat. Sounds like we got some blue sky accounts to give away. You want to make sure you're tuned in for the afternoon show. That is correct, Demondo. So we got you covered. Let me check something here. Speaking of blue sky, what's the weather report? Norton Trades. Yeah, it's a little too early for the weather report, sir. We got to give you a timeout for that. That is very strange that you want the weather report before market open. We can't be doing that. Come on back in about 10 seconds, sir. Think differently about life. Trying to get the weather report super early. Unreal, chat. Can you believe that? At 9:19, he wants the weather report. This is very strange, chat. Right? He's trying to make some plans for the weekend or something, trying to get the weather report early. Oh man, come on back in about 10 seconds, sir. That is very whoa. We cannot be sharing. We can't be sharing the weather report right now. Right? That is very rude of you to do that, Norton Trades. Oh man, you gotta love it, chat. D-Money, what up, bro? Hey, what up, Mafia Bull? The audacity. Yeah, the audacity. I'm sorry, guys. I've gotten I don't know what's gotten into me. Norton Trades. Oh man. Get your vote in, chat, for the poll. You got probably about 5 minutes or so before we kind of finalize the poll. So probably about 9:25 we'll finalize that poll, and we'll see what we're kind of looking like right now. It looks like we got a pretty decent sample size, but we want more. We got about 566 votes at the moment, chat. So would love to get a higher sample size. I think yesterday we had almost 1,000 votes in for market open. I think we had like 950 or so. So don't be shy. Want to know what you think. Do you think there is a system that is profitable, or you have to get a feeling about your entries? That is the only way. Yeah. I mean, trading momentum. I think that's the best way to trade, in all honesty. So I mean, that's what I trade. I trade momentum. So does momentum always work? Absolutely not, because sometimes the market is a range bound market, and it is, right, you're not getting the follow through, so you have to trade either a range, consolidation range, you know, whatever. So but trying to trade momentum here. So if you're new to the channel, I mean, just stick around, make sure you're subscribed, notification bell is on, and you will know when we're live and you'll get an idea of how I trade momentum, how PW trades momentum, as an example, right? So if that's something that you're interested in, there's different ways to kind of get to the goal of profit, right? So there's different strategies out there, but I trade momentum, and I've tried a lot of different things. As it's kind of funny, right? We're getting a pullback right back to the downside, chat. So that bullish kind of push on the 15-minute candle kind of swiped that previous candle's high, 28,000 like 602, and then pushed up, right? And you got the rejection back down. So we're kind of right back to. It's kind of funny how they kind of pull that right back down. So. But yeah, I think I've tried a lot of different things out there. I'm not the streamer that's going to tell you that, you know, something doesn't work, you know, but I would tell you that I don't think there's a better way to trade than trading with momentum and price action, because that's literally in real time, right? You look at indicators, even the EMAs that I got on the chart, they are lagging indicators because they're not, right? So the EMAs are a little faster reacting to price than the moving averages, the standard moving averages, the SMAs, but they're still lagging indicators. So nothing's gonna give you basically a better read on the market than price action and momentum. That's just how it works, chat, right? Because it's real time. So you need to definitely, I would say, probably add momentum to your toolkit. You want to be on the side of big money. Momentum and price action gets you on that winning side. Yeah, I agree, Fun John. I agree. So that's just what it is. I had to learn that, chat, because you kind of bounce around and you got people telling you different things out there, right? If you're kind of just floating around social media and, you know, you're trying to look for, you know, I guess, suggestions on how to trade. And, you know, you have to kind of, it's like trial and error, but I've been trading for 10 years. PW, I think the same or maybe even longer than me. So, you know, you know, he'll tell you the same thing because he trades momentum as well. So that's just what happens to work, chat. So we got 2,500 people rocking out here. We're going to ramp up here in the next 10-15 minutes or so, chat. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibe. So you got a few seconds here. We're going to finalize the poll. You will see the results coming through as we get closer to market open. Hey, D-Money, curious, when market opens, do you wait for some time before taking your first trade, or it doesn't matter? Yeah, I mean, you'll definitely see today. It all depends on how this thing kind of opens up in full transparency. So right now, the 5-minute chart, you know, like if we kind of get back above these highs, like 616, you might have a quick long. It all depends, chat. Like, right, certain days are different. Like every day is a little bit different. Like if we opened up like here, say this was the open as an example, like we're kind of ranging, and then this is the open candle where my cursor is, and then we pop that high at like 638, you probably have a nice long there, right? Because what I've noticed, when price kind of ranges, chat, and then it pops those highs, you're gonna get more than likely a decent pop. So I would probably long that. Entry will be here at like 637, and then you're trying to ride it up. That would be like a 40-point pop, right, for the first trade. But we got to see how this plays. I honestly don't know. I mean, if it flushes, you know, you got 3 minutes 44 seconds, so we'll have to see as we get a little closer. We'll probably like about a minute or so for this 5 minute to close out, you'll kind of see that's pretty much, you know, an ideal. Probably not going to change too much, right? It might flush these lows, but I would have to think that if we pop these highs, we're probably going to get a nice pop here, chat. So we'll see how it plays out. Yeah, every day is a little bit different though. So, all right, you got the poll results coming through, chat. You will see them now. 50% feel like we're going to pump, 33% feel like we're going to dump, and 17% feel like they're like, hey, flip a coin. They don't know, right? So they feel like it can go either way. So you got a pretty decent sample size there, chat. That is right at 900 votes, as you can see. So that's a pretty good kind of sample size of the chat right now. Kind of a mixed bag of emotions, kind of feel. So getting a bit of a kind of flush McGush here from 614, 615 straight down. Yeah, look at this. Look at this action here, chat. Right before market open, you got the flush. So you got to love that. 1 hour chart looks bearish. You got to be mindful of that, right? It is bearish. The 30-minute candle is bearish with a nice top wick. You know, you have to kind of eye these lows. Because if we sell off now, because we're getting closer, right? We got less than 2 minutes, chat. If we sell off to the downside, if it's a straight flush, you would have to think that we get back below 400. That would be kind of like the thought process, right? This box that I got mapped out down here. So, but a lot of times, if you get the pre-market dump, a lot of times the open does the opposite and pushes back up. So it's definitely probably want to be a little patient today and kind of let it open and do its thing, because we just swiped those lows. So since we swiped these lows here below 28,572, they might want to push up higher before going lower. I don't know, chat, right? Just got to let it open up. Got about a minute and 10 seconds left. Right now you got Apex accounts, $59 for the 100K intraday trailing drawdown account, chat. That is cray with little Ray. The legacy accounts are back for a limited time, only I believe to the 29th. So 90% off accounts using the code PW. We got you covered. Look at the drop here. Trickery with NQ, man. Trickery with NQ, chat. All right, we got 40 seconds left. And I mean, we're getting a flush McGush. Every day is a little bit different, chat. So that is a 75 point drop. I mean, right before market open. So, all right, 3 seconds here, guys. Yeah, you got Flash Manufacturing PMI 945 yellow folder and new home sales at 10 o'clock yellow folder, chat. So, all right, straight down. Man, just a straight like flush. What do you do? And there's the yoke. So gonna be patient, chat, right? You had a flush over 100 points kind of between that candle and the open candle, or the 925 candle and the market open candle, right? 112 points down. So let me see something here. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that we kind of dipped into that wick 1 hour chart. I mean, it's selling off. It's bearish, but you know, there's 500s. But you got to be careful here, chat. People are getting yoked here. You know, somebody just got yoked there. They got short at 500. They yoked it right back up. Might be one of those days. Kind of let the ORB play out. 5-minute ORB. So far, you got the low there, 28,499.50. Could change, right? We can always change that, but all right, so you got to keep in mind that we're kind of digging into those wicks. The last time we were down here, we had a bounce, chat. So I do see that on a higher time frame, right? The last time we were down here, 500 level, we had a bounce back up. So that could be the scenario. I'm kind of waiting to see how this plays. But I wouldn't be surprised, right? It's looking bullish here, chat. One second here. All right, we got about a minute, 34 seconds. 5-minute ORB is going to be set. What I'm kind of eyeing is the previous 4-hour candle was bullish. The low was 480 level or so, and then we got down to 499 and we pushed back up, right? So see if this holds. Got the high so far, 585.75. If it holds, that would be your 5-minute ORB, the two black lines, chat, on your chart. Yeah, it looks could be a long here, chat. 38 seconds left. $588.25. Yeah, it looks bullish. This looks bullish, guys. Five seconds. All right, ORB set here. You want some kind of push down first, and then maybe expansion higher for a long. Got the high 606.75. All right, so if we get back above these highs, guys, I think the long's in play, right? I'm not in the trade yet, so Kind of right back down. Wow. You gotta love it, chat. You gotta love that. Welcome to the Friday volatility show. You had to push up, push right back down, reject it. Top of the ORB. Somebody said they caught that short. Nice. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times when it rejects right away back inside the range, you get a push all the way back down to the bottom of the range. Got a bearish EMA cross here as well, so look at the 15-minute candle. It's literally just long wick at the top, rejection off of the 14 EMA. Kind of playing around in a 5-minute range. Got about a minute, 30 seconds left here. They doing the higher time frame bear flag thinking at the moment. Yeah, good way to get yoked messing around with this action. Oh yeah, you got to be a little patient here, I think. So for sure, fun, John. So this 5-minute candle, we got about a minute, 14 seconds left. Obviously, if you break the bottom of the range, you're probably targeting down here lower 400. So there's room if we break the bottom of the box or bottom of the range. 1 hour chart right now is bearish. 1 hour candle, sorry, is bearish, chat. Looks weak at the moment. So let's see how it closes out. 20 seconds left here. It popped the highs of the two. Basically, you know what's funny, chat? It popped the highs of basically 6, 8 previous 5-minute candles and then dropped. So all right, here is the new candle here. Higher high, lower high, or higher low. Do we get a bounce from here? Or do they flush Magush? All right, dropping below it, guys. Let's see, can they stay below that 499, or are they gonna push it right back up for a quick short? Don't want to get yoked. That 500 level, we know it's a psychological level, chat. So, I mean, we're below all the EMAs. Got a bearish EMA cross. Looking weak, but let's see. You would be targeting 430, 432 or lower, chat, if it kind of gets going to the downside. I think that's the move. The shorts look like the move here, chat. But, you know, do you wait for a candle closure? Or do you just get the flush McGush here? Straight down, right? Look at the yoke. Oh, man, you gotta love this. The 15-minute candle right now is bearish, guys. It's heavy. I think we go lower here for a short opportunity, guys. I'm trying a quick short. Let's see if we get the momentum to the downside here. I'm gonna try it, give it a few points and see if it kind of flushes. If it yokes me, that's fine. I can always get into another trade. So getting a bit of a yoke. Looking for 432. They kind of get it going, but it needs to flush to the downside, chat. And it is not at the moment. So yeah, not looking too hot here. Come on. Yeah, I don't. 432 was the area that I wanted, chat. And it's pushing right back up. So you gotta love that. That's the bottom box, 432. 432, but yoke fest. Yeah, I don't like that, guys. I'm gonna close. You're just not kind of getting the follow through yet. Maybe they'll flush it the next candle. 15-minute candle is bearish. We're below the 5-minute ORB, but you just couldn't get you couldn't get it going. So I don't want to hold it, and then it yokes it back inside the range, and that's what it's doing right now. So I'm glad I actually closed, to be honest. We'll look to re-enter maybe if the next candle kind of opens up, forms that top wick, and then pushes down. But I'm not gonna hold, like, it would not give the follow through now. Not yet, anyway. But it looks bearish. Everything looks bearish. The 1 hour is bearish. The 4 hour is bearish. Everything is bearish, guys. So I'm bearish at the moment because the momentum is to the downside, but you need follow through for the trade to work. So I might have to re-enter here on the next candle if this candle closes below the ORB low of 499. That's just what it is. Couldn't get the kind of, and this would be the first candle that kind of broke the ORB low, right? All right, so now push up, maybe form some kind of top wick, and then expand lower, chat, to the downside. $15-minute ORB set. I think the short now, you know, is a little risky until they form that top wick, and then kind of expand lower to the downside, guys. But I think it's coming. I think the short is the play. I think that's the move. So I like the kind of rejection here, but you want to see us kind of break these lows, and I think we head to 432. Or lower. Try another quick short. See if we get the flush here, guys. What a choppy kind of... Oh, my goodness. No follow through, man. Like, what is going on? Straight back up. Wanted 375 or lower, guys. Bottom of the box. I want this box to get hit at least like 390 or so here. And a few points and right back up. So no follow through. Come on, flush. Wow. Wow. Definitely some volatility, guys. You got to be careful here. This is whipsaw kind of price action. Right? They're not flushing this. They're not. Had a few points and no follow through. Straight back up again. You had the 15-minute range. Let me see something here. 15-minute range was established. And we might get the drop now. So I don't know. You're just not getting the follow through. Obviously the momentum is to the downside, but you're getting kind of back and forth price action. Let me see. This is your 15-minute ORB. 458.25. All right, so that's the 15-minute ORB. We pushed up, formed a top wick. And was that enough to go lower? Evidently not, because we're just chopping around right at the bottom of the ORB. So give it a second. Think you get back below 444. I think more downside for a big move down, but clearly at the moment they are flirting with the ORB low. And look at the push right back up. All right, well, got to be patient here because we're not getting the follow through, and you had a clean rejection off of the EMA. You had to sell off, and now the push. Let me check something here. 4-hour chart. I mean, look at the 30-minute candle. Like, long wick, top and the bottom, choppity chop. Oh my God. There's the short. There it is, guys. All right. So now we know that we're going lower, right? More than likely, chat, because we just had a bullish candle and a green. We had a green candle closure and then a bullish, bearish candle that closed after it, kind of taking it out to the downside. So I think you aim for lower here, right? I think that's the move here, chat. Maybe lower 300s or so. Got in at 4. There it is, 20 points. Finally getting a flush Some kind of follow through move here to the downside, chat. 25 points, 35 points. Wanted more. I feel like there's more in the tank. They kind of stalled this thing, Chad. I think 355 or so. All right, there's 35. There it is. Can we get 40 points here? There's 45 points. There's a 50-point trade. We will take that, chat. There it is. Messing around with D-Money here, chat. That is I'm not gonna lie, chat. I am very pissed off here that they played around with D-Money this morning, but never fear, there is a 50-point trade for the ladies in the chat. We got it back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Oh man, what a crazy setup here, chat. Unreal. We knew that it was bearish. We knew it. And you know what I noticed, chat? Drop the W's there. Keep the W's flowing. You know what I noticed is that when you get that green candle and then you get a bearish candle after that, guys, it's gonna flush a lot of times. I've noticed that. So that's why I felt good about that short. You had 50 points there. You gotta love it. I think there's more coming. We will see. Look at the bearish kind of momentum stepping in now here to the downside, chat. Yeah, that was very, you know, I mean, I wish I could give IQ a timeout because that was very concerning that they did not want to flush on the first couple trades there. That was very concerning, chat. But never fear, we are still here, and we got the 50-point winner there. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know the vibes. We got 4,200 plus people rocking out here. So, oh, man, what a crazy kind of move there. Look at this candle. Yeah, I know, Tim. They were propping it up. That's why it's like frustrating because you felt good about the shorts earlier up here and you kept getting yoked. I kept getting yoked off the range, right? I felt really good about the shorts. So, all right, you got 29 seconds left on the current candle. What a candle. They finally gave the expansion down 171 points, 170.5 minute candle, chat. And you have to re-enter. I mean, because the funny part is I was short on all three trades. And that's what I mean when I said you can have the direction right, but sometimes your entry is early. And obviously I got chopped on the first couple trades, end up closing them out. So, but you had a 50-point winner, so we will take that. All right. Well, the bottom of the box, chat, is sitting down here at 28,230. I would have loved to push up really quick to form some kind of top wick and then dropped, but we're talking about NQ here, and we know how that works. You got Tradify accounts. You can bundle and save 40% when you use the code PW on a 5-pack. That is correct, Demondo. He got cooked. Who got cooked, Derek? What are you talking about? Who got cooked? They grab a bunch of liquidity first. Yeah, I know. I'm eligible for a 2K payout from Lucid. Thanks, D-Money. Hey, you did all the work though. I don't hit buy or sell for you, so I'm happy for you though. Congrats. All right, 28,000. I would have loved to push up, chat. Right after that kind of move, you want some kind of top wick put in first, and then the expansion maybe lower. Just drop 180, about 190 points, in about 5.5 minutes. So you would want some kind of push up, I think, before going lower. I got J-Mark, I got fried on one account. Yeah. I just close, because like if I don't see the price action chat that I like, I just close it. I mean, some people don't, but I'm not gonna, right? If I don't see it kind of flushing and I'm trying to trade momentum and I don't see the bearish momentum, why am I still holding? So all right, you got 10 o'clock. Let me make sure. Yeah, 10 o'clock, you got new home sales coming out here, chat. It's yellow folder, but it's still on the calendar. So just be aware of that you do have some news coming out here at 10 o'clock. I will those. Thanks for the $5 tip. Bounce, bounce, drop. My Miami bass song about NQ. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. DMONEY, I stayed short because of you, man. Thanks. Yeah. Hey, nice. Nice. You picked up well over 100 points. Friday action, trade carefully. Yeah, I agree. I agree. So I think you just got to be patient now. Probably let this candle kind of push up. All right, because if we're going to head lower, the bottom of the box is like 230, 231, chat. Right, that would be like the first, like that's the bottom of that box. This is coming from this kind of like 4-hour support level that we kind of dipped into. So you'll be looking for that to possibly get hit if we continue with the bearish momentum to the downside here. Do you trade only on the 5-minute? I mean, your entry. Yeah, my entry is typically on the 5-minute chart. So we got 4,200 people, guys, rocking out here. So we don't take that for granted. Yeah, you know, so I appreciate the support. If you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. NQ hitting a new low hasn't since May 5th. Yeah. Or they pump it back up. LOL. Yeah. That's why I think we wait. You got a news candle getting ready. You got a news print here for new home sales, chat, in about 20 seconds. So I'm going to let that come out. And we will see how it plays. Three seconds here. All right, here's new home sales kind of print. Do we push up, guys, up here to like 368 and then sell back off? That's the question, right? To the downside. But I think you definitely want to be a little cautious here. Let this candle kind of settle down. Newsprint candle. They might want a deeper retracement up. And look at that. Pop that previous candle high. So this is new home sales, chat. So that is already a 71 point pop right back up. You got to be careful here. A lot of volatility. And it's the new 1 hour as well. That is correct. You got a new 1 hour candle. So you gotta be mindful that the 4 hour chart and 1 hour chart, this is a new candle, chat. So, right, a lot of times, and notice how we swept the previous candles low. So that is also a little strange, but Do they kind of push it up, form some kind of top wick, and then we expand, drop back down? Who knows? Do you ever catch retracements? Yeah, sometimes. But remember, this is a news candle, so I'm not gonna trade, right? I'm not looking to actually kind of catch that. It can go either way. It could be a chop, right? Who knows? But they might want to push up on some kind of lower high and then sell back off to the downside. We're inside of the support area. The last time we were down here, chat, June 10th, we had a clean bounce. We tapped it on the 17th of July. We had a clean bounce back up. We actually tapped it yesterday, the top of the box, and pushed right back up. So just be aware that we're in a support area. When you look to the left on the higher time frame chart, this is the 4-hour chart. So just be mindful of that. So I think you got to be patient here, right? You're getting a nice pump on this candle, on this news candle release. And we will see what else we can kind of frame here. See where we're at with the likes, chat. Give me 1 second here. 923 likes, 4,200 people rocking out, chat. So don't be shy. Hit the like button if you're not subscribed. You know the vibes. So you got PW. Typically, PW does stream the 9 a.m. session, obviously, chat. So he has a race. He had a race yesterday and today. So I think he's racing Vegas to California, if I'm not mistaken. So he'll be back rocking out on Monday. So there it is. Let me see. All right, so you had a rejection off 395. And then they're starting to kind of push it right back up. 15-minute candle. So you had a lot of kind of selling pressure, like a double top up here from 5 o'clock, chat. If you kind of look at that. And then we got obviously the selling pressure kind of stepping into the market. So far we've actually dropped total range from like overnight about 400 points. So total range. Kind of strange looking candle kind of closing out here. 5-minute chart. And I think that's it for that's all on the news front here. Other than Trump maybe coming out and saying something. We know how that works, chat. Pam, glad you're here, D-Money. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words. Another flush McGush. It needs to kind of get bearish though, right? You would love to see a candle closure bearish here. Because if not, we could be getting ready to push back up here, chat. You got the 14 EMA sitting at 28,467. So that's a so these kind of candles with these long top wicks, we're either going to run those highs above that high, above that top wick, chat, or we're going to push up here and kind of test it and then sell off. And a lot of times they love to dig into that wick. You will hear me say that a lot, that they love to kind of dig into those long wicks. And that's currently what's happening, right? You got a 30-point pop. So 340. Let me check something here, guys. So if you're bearish, you want to start seeing lower highs, chat, right? You would expect to see lower highs. That's just what it is. meaning that we don't pop this previous candle's high. So if you're a bear, you don't want us back above this previous candle's high, 394.75, and then you would be expecting us to kind of wick off and start kind of selling back off to the downside here. Let me see something here. That'd be 396. But there's nothing yet, I think, kind of saying to get short unless you start kind of seeing that weakness kind of creep in here, chat. Lower highs, lower lows. All right, you're getting a rejection here. You got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. We've already dug into that top wick. If they pop this wick, chat, I think we could be headed back towards 432. This level up here, right? Top of the box. Maybe even the ORB 458. So there's room to the upside as well. Just got to kind of see how it plays out. Looking strong here, like they want to push. And we are in the support area, chat. Keep that in mind. We're in a 4-hour support area that has held up multiple times. So could be getting ready to kind of bounce here. You can see on the daily chart, it is heavy. The daily chart super heavy, chat. But see how we're digging into these daily levels, like where the previous wicks, basically from like June. That's June 8th and June 11th. We had a drop down here and we bounced right back out of it. So looks like that's happening now. See how this candle closes, 5-minute chart. It's looking pumpers here. Yeah. And there's the top of the box. So you got about 54 seconds left. Nice recovery kind of happening. Is this a V shape? And then we push out of this thing. We just popped these previous 2 candles highs on the 5-minute chart. Then he, oh yeah, they're saying something printed. Yeah. Great 50-point trade. A minute ago, DMONEY, I missed my entry and didn't get in. Yeah, don't you hate when that happens? Yeah, we had a nice trade there, 50-pointer. Now we're kind of looking for another setup here. I mean, the thing is, if I think this thing is headed possibly to 480 or higher, guys. This thing looks strong. Let's see how this next 5-minute candle kind of closes or opens up. If it pushes down, forming that bottom wick, and then it expands higher, I think you could be targeting the 14 EMA, right, as a potential kind of area. Let me check the news print. All right, here's the new candle. Chat, does it push down? And then now you're looking to see if it pops back above, I think, like 440, because if it does, then you're looking for the 14 EMA, like 470 or so. But I mean, you had a nice kind of reaction from 340 straight up. And we already swiped the previous candle's low as well, right? Like on the higher time frame, chat, we swiped the previous 1-hour and 4-hour low. So a lot of times when you swipe it, that is enough, right, to kind of go higher. I hate when I do that. Make sure that's right. Yeah, it looks right. 14, yeah. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. If it pops that previous candle high, might be looking for a long here up towards 470 or 480. All right, so let's see, 440.25 and 439.25. I mean, that's pretty close as an equal high, chat, right? So that's pretty close here. So you know, I think we'll kind of know who's in control based off of that, right? So that equal, you got pretty much like an equal high up here. The bulls would have to kind of run that in order for more obviously continuation. If they can't run it, chat, and it gets super bearish, I think more downside, right? See how we're getting the sell off here? I think that's bearish so far, right? Because we have not been able to kind of pop that high. So I think this 5-minute candle will tell a story in regards to who's in control, because you use these equal highs and equal lows when prices and momentum, and a lot of times that helps you kind of guide you to be on the right side of, you know, the market. It doesn't mean that obviously it's going to work every time, chat. Like nothing's 100%, don't get me wrong, but could paint a picture here. We'll see. Got about a minute and 3 seconds left. You got TPT accounts, 40% off all accounts, no activation fee using the code PW. We got you covered, don't you worry. All right, if we pop the highs, guys, I think longs are the move. We just popped that equal high. Right, so I think the bulls are obviously trying to kind of push here. You got a bottom wick that was put in, and I think they try to go higher, chat. Maybe up to like 480 or so, right? If there's strength in this push, I think 480 is not out of the question to the upside here, chat. I'm gonna try a quick long, see if I get it. It yoked right back down as soon as I got in. You gotta like, don't you love that? But this is the level that I wanted here, and we're not getting it. We're getting a rejection. So you gotta love when that happens. Right away, I got yoked. Well, what do you do? I'm gonna give it a second, see if we get a pop. If we don't, I will close. Yeah, it's not looking good, chat. Kind of wicking right back off. So that's not good. All right, well, I'm gonna chop that, and I think the shorts might be that was a fake out, clearly, so it might be headed lower because they swiped that equal high and rejected it right back down, chat. So that is I think the definition of a fake out. Let's see. Maybe your short here is the move, guys. Quick short. See if I get a flush here. All right, there it is. Wanted a little bit more, over 1,000, but we will take it off if it kind of pulls back. All right, there's 1,000. There it is. There it is. I think we take that, guys. I mean, it is what it is, right? So quick trade there. 25 points or so. and we will take it, right? And I think there's more to come, chat. So I had 25 points there on the winner. The out for vengeance, yeah. Because, so, all right, and I think if this candle closes bearish, chat, we probably got more downside, right? So I tried the equal high pop because we popped it. I'll take that trade 100% of the time. But if it doesn't print, it's probably an indication that we're going to head a lot lower if it's a fake out. And I think that they're going to try to run these lows below 305, chat. I think there's more in the tank now, right? I think that was just a rollover, and we're going to flush these lows. Kind of happening now. You got to love that, but there it is. It's going to pop for 50 points again? Nah, I don't think so. Nah, it's flush my gush, man. Because when you get those fake outs, right, and they kind of trap people up here, and that's an EMA rejection, the odds are I think you got a higher probability that we had lower. That's why I took that short. So you got down here to 328. So you got to have invalidation points, guys, with trades. And that's what I have, basically, right? Because I know what I'm looking for. And if it doesn't kind of work out, then I just scrap it because it's probably going to go the opposite direction. And that's what happened. So I just got short, took the 25-point winner. Went in actually with 2 cons on that. So I think these lows get ran below 304. To be honest, just a matter of is it this candle or the next 5-minute candle, and I think they try to get to the bottom of the box below 230. So we're about 85% there. Yeah. Because I've noticed, like with equal highs and equal lows, chat, see, and there's the run of there's the run. Right there it is. There it is. Got a couple accounts here. Lucid accounts are green. One's up 1,000. Other one's up 650 so far. You got Apex accounts that are green. See what else we can get here, guys. I think this candle closes bearish. I think there's more downside, to be honest. You might get a retracement up first before the flush, but I think it's coming. These are Apex accounts, funded accounts. All right, so I think we get more. I would have loved like a push up first, but I think we're going to head to the bottom of the box, chat. Puts us at 230. So I want like a wick up, like right, a retracement up here, form a top wick, and then give you the drop. I made 80 points today. Is that good for the day? Yeah, I would think so. But to each his own. You got to decide that. Somebody said no more big moves. Okay. Well, it's only 10:21. How do you come up with that? How do you know somebody that runs an institution and they got big money in the market? Oh man, you gotta love it, chat, right? Oh, no more big moves. That's it. That's it. We done. That's it. DMONEY, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I see equal lows on a chart, that's the reversal to the upside, and equal highs is the short reversal. Yeah, exactly. So, but if they pop it, if they pop the equal highs like they did on this up here, remember you had equal highs up here and they popped it. That's why I took the long, because I was looking for more upside. But when they pulled it right back down, that could be an indication that they're going to flush it, right? And that's why I went short right after that long, because it was an EMA rejection. So I just took it right back down. All right, we're getting a push up here, chat. Right, you had a low put in 307, back up here to 386. So we'll have to see how this kind of plays out here. Consolidation, told you. What? Javier, and that's not the Javier that dropped the doobie, chat. This is another Javier. Javier, take a chill pill, man. Calm down, man. Calm down, buddy. It's only 10:22. You're saying the move is over, and the previous 5-minute candle was 132 points, sir. So like what are you really like saying here? The current candle is almost 100 points right back up. So what are you like? Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Slow your roll. Hour into the open and the moves are done. Yeah, it's like crazy. He's like already saying that, oh, it's over. It's over. I told you. Oh, man. You gotta love it. You got Tradeify accounts, chat. 40% off. You're able to save a little bit more there. Bundle and save with the 5-pack using the code PW. Make no mistake about it. We got you covered. Maybe that's why Javier is adamant here. He needs to use the code PW. So either way, Javier, we got you covered. Don't you worry. Right back up here. That is 116 points, chat. Right back up. And the funny thing is, I know there's people that's probably trying to short this now because they're like, oh, we're going to sell off from here right back down. Javier's laughing now. Oh, man. Yeah, so the question is now, do we get more kind of selling pressure stepping in here, chat? Right back down, right? Because the 1 hour chart is bearish, right? The previous candle was bearish. Is this a rejection point and we kind of sell back off? I think, you know, if we pop 432, you don't want to be short anymore. That would be the level that I think invalidates the short 432, that previous candle high. But that could be an ideal kind of level for a short here, guys. Right back down. See how this plays. It could be a W as well, right? You got a drop, push, drop. Got like some kind of higher low here. 4 hour candles bullish at the moment. 1 hour candles bullish at the moment. 30 minutes bullish. 15 minutes bearish. Need to let it kind of play out here. Big bear flag. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Took the long, covered long, looking for longs. If we break 432, yeah, you're looking at the highs getting broken and you're trying to ride it up. Yeah, but you got to be careful up there because I got chopped basically right for that long on the equal high break and it did not play and I had to get short. Took the 25-point winner. So that's just what it is. We will see how it plays out, chat. Purple rain on the charts. Oh, man. Miko Racing, D-Money. How you been, man? Been a while since I seen you. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? I do use code PW for Apex. I got 2 PAs right now. Nice. We appreciate that. Apex right now is 90% off using the code PW. You got a $59 100K intraday account. All in, you know the vibes. So we got you covered. Don't you worry. Where we at tonight? D-Money, Las Olas. I don't know. Possibly my brother. I'm going to be going out with my brother and his wife and his 2 kids. So for dinner somewhere, maybe Louis Bossy or something. I don't know, chat. On Las Olas. Who knows? But I'm going to be linking up with them later on. That is the plan. Because they leave tomorrow. So all right, so you got some highs up here. Is that a lower high, chat? And we kind of roll back over to the downside. Texas Roadhouse, yeah, I won't be going there. I'm not a fan of Texas Roadhouse, to be honest. Not a fan. D-Money's not a fan. So yeah, you got lower high, lower high, lower high, chat. The last 3 5-minute candles are lower highs. So do we flush lower, chat? Or do we kind of bounce out of this level right back up? That's the question, right? I think you got to kind of be patient and see how it plays. Having some strength here, kind of. You don't want it back above that previous 5-minute candle high. If that's the case, we could go a lot higher. So and it's trying. It's looking like it's trying to kind of pop that previous candle, right? It's kind of pushing right back up. $42 seconds left on this current candle, and you got the 30-minute candle that's going to close out here, chat, in about 35 seconds. It is bullish. Go figure. It is bullish. Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, so we close. So if you notice that 432 level, that's yesterday's daily candle low, chat. We kind of pushed up there and kind of pulled back, but it is obviously a bullish candle closure at the moment. And then close bearish at the last second. I think the short here is a high probability, could be a high probability short, guys. Stop above the current candle high. And then you're looking for more downside, right? On a break. Could be the move here, chat. Trying to short here. I don't know why this thing came all the way over there. There it is. 20 points. Might take it off here, guys, if it starts to stall. But it had 20 points there. Gotta hate that when it kind of pulls back on you. Come on. Oh, my goodness. You gotta be kidding me, chat. We literally had 20 points there, and it pulled back. Wow. All right. I still think we're going lower. had pretty much no drawdown, got 20 points right away, and then it pulled back. But I think we had lower here, guys. As long as we can't pop the current candle's high, I think we had lower. I think that's how you got to play it. If we pop the previous candle's high, the current candle's high, then obviously, I mean, you know, you don't want to be bearish. And you're trying to see if they can break these lows below 304, chat. That would be like the level I think that needs to get broken, like the 304. So there's a lot of downside. I think coming, it just kind of creeping down. You see that, right? This is bearish, guys. This is bearish. Got a bear flag here as well. If it breaks these lows below 298, I think look out towards 233 or lower, maybe 200. Just kind of playing around in this range. Got to be careful with this these wicks, but meaning that you had a bounce from here last time, right? You got down here, kind of swiped the lows 298 and then pushed back up. It's kind of choppy, right? If your entry's not right, it's a little choppy. Had 20 points and then it pushed right back up, right? So you got to be a little kind of concerned with that, but I think we fade lower. Got 50 seconds left on the current candle, 5-minute chart. So wouldn't this be a consolidation zone? Yeah, but I mean, it's, if you look at all these lower highs on the 5-minute chart, right? You got a high up here, lower high, lower high, lower high, current candle, lower high. Looks like we're trying to go, looks like we're trying to flush lower slowly. That's just what I'm seeing. You could see something different, but thanks DMONEY. I'm up 950 today, and that's enough for me. Hey, congrats. I'm happy for you. Yeah, so probably another push up here, chat, pouring some kind of top wick, and then maybe drop lower. Alp Trader, thanks for the $10 tip. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Thank you, D. I made more money listening to you than yourself. Thank you, man. You're changing my life. Oh, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, chat. All right, so let's see kind of like what happens here. Might slowly range down. Eli, is it Ely or yeah, probably Ely, right? Yeah, I think so. I think that's what's happening, chat, is that you're just kind of you're just like kind of drifting lower, getting these pumps, like pushes back up, retracements back up, and then you're getting the flushes lower to the downside. Just past 3 evals. Let's go. Hey, I'm happy for you. Congrats. D-Money, how is it that I'm winning on my trade, but my funded account keeps deducting, not adding to it? What? That is very concerning. I've never heard of that before, so I'm not sure. That's very strange. You might want to reach out to support. Make sure that you are, you know, if you're trading on a trailing drawdown account, maybe you're getting the profit, but your drawdown is reducing because you're not taking it at the high point, as an example. That's the only thing I can think of. All right, so let's see how this plays out, chat. All right, every kind of push, every drop has had a push back up, like a retracement, and then you go lower. So ideally, this candle might be bullish, pushing back up here to 394 before a drop. Somebody said reach out to the eye doctor. Oh man, like that's the only thing I can kind of think of right off the top of my head. If you lose these lows, you could have another short, right, from 300 level down. No drawdown account, but I'll stop trading for sure. Yeah, I would say reach out to your the prop you're trading with, and reach out to support. They might have an answer for you. So just being patient here, chat. We've had multiple trades kind of put on here, and trying to kind of feel like we're kind of slow grinding to the downside. 4 hour, I mean, look at the 4 hour chart, chat. I mean, that looks horrible. You've already had a top wick put in. So it's hard to kind of want longs when you see a 4 hour candle that looks like that. Kind of feels like we're bleeding to the downside, slow bleed. Best entry would have been up top, but and then when I say that, I mean like up here, guys, at like 400, kind of riding it down. I think that's the play here for a short, chat. Oh man, she going already, chat. She gone. Well, I could not switch over, but there it is. There is the drop to 275. You gotta love it. If you took that, drop the W's there. I could not switch, guys, over. It already had dropped, so it's not worth, like, right, it's already was already up almost 25 points, so it is what it is. So you gotta love it. There it is, and I think we get to the bottom of the box. Somebody said they held 100 points in drawdown to get 20 points. Was it a bad trade? Shaking my head. Yeah, wasn't a bad trade. Yeah, I hate that, but I can't hold that 100 points. I think we hit the bottom of the box here, chat. You kind of hate, like, sometimes, you know, you're talking and it just flushes. You know, if you're looking at a setup and then it just takes off, it's not even worth showing the chat because people will be like, oh, well, you know, you didn't show us the trade or whatever, right? So it's not even worth switching over. So, but nice short there. You had a break of these lows, and that's what you're kind of waiting for to happen, I thought, right? 298, and then you bleed out. You see the 4 hour candle. You can't be bullish right now, chat. I just don't see it, right? I just don't see the bullish thought process right now when you got a long wick and a bearish candle here. I just don't see it. Oh, this is now this right here. This is a little groovy here, chat. This is oh man, yeah, I think the bottom of the box gets hit. You heard it here first. You're looking for maybe 231. You were saying it long before it happened. DMONEY, not possible to show everything in real time. Yeah, I mean, that's true, but you'll still get people that. NQ_BBL, he said the music is too low. We can turn it up a tad. PW is back on Monday. All right, 28,288 chat. It's almost you're getting close to the 11 o'clock hour. You've had multiple trades that were fruitful, so to speak, right? You just had a banger short. You had a 50-point short. You had a 25-point short. You had a couple chop trades as well. You can't forget those because somebody will remind you in the chat. Oh man, you gotta love it. But I think yeah, you can't be bullish right now, guys. I mean, I think right now you almost have to look for a next level that could, if we break those lows, because it's only 1043. So if we break those lows, where's the next level logically on the chart that could possibly get hit? And on the daily chart, you're talking into the 27,000, like 27,800 chat. If you look at the 4-hour chart, yeah, I mean, that is the closest level, believe it or not. So we'll have to see how this plays out. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. All right, well, we will do the weather report. That is correct, Demondo. We had somebody in the chat earlier. Was it Norton? It was Norton, chat, right? Norton got a timeout this morning because he wanted the weather report before 9:30 market open, and we said no sirree, Bob. So we had to hit him with the timeout, chat. But the current forecast and weather report for Fort Lauderdale right now, 86 degrees. The current temp is 86, but however, the high today, chat, is going to be 91. Looks like the low overnight was 80 degrees. And unfortunately right now for my brother, his wife, and his 2 kids, it is mostly cloudy, chat, and they are staying on the beach. And but there's some good news here. It looks like at 2 o'clock they will get some sunshine kind of peeking through the clouds, and that'll last up until about 5, and then they're gonna get possibly some rain on the parade. I mean, there's only a 10% chance, so who knows, chat, of rain today. You got sunset coming up at 8:11. So that is your weather forecast, brought to you by the BDH and DMONEY. You gotta love it. There it is, Norton. There it is. And I think right now every kind of push up here, chat, is getting sold back off to the downside, right? So 28,300 down. Bottom of the box is 231. This thing looks bearish, like it's ready to fall through the floor. So could be, you just got to kind of watch it here. You had a nice clean kind of like rejection off the EMAs. Kind of started the whole thing right. Do they want to push back and put in a lower high and then flush lower? That could be the case as well, because you got a new 1 hour coming up in less than 14 minutes. Cloudy equals bearish day. Yeah. No more trades, sir. Whenever you hit buy or sell, Javier. There'll be more trades whenever you decide to hit buy or sell. Javier 8I2N. Oh man, Javier, what is going on with this guy, man? Javier, did you just say that we were not going to get yet? Nah, that's not the doopy Javier. This is a different Javier, chat. Didn't you just say that there was no more movement? We just caught a short. Didn't you say that the run was over, sir? So why are you requesting another trade? You said it was consolidation and that the move was over. Like, DMONEY's memory is very good, sir. So you literally said that there was nothing else to do, that we were done, and we took a short, and you had a 30-point plus flush. So why are you looking to take other trades, sir? You said it was over. Something's not adding up. So nothing, right? It's like crazy. It's crazy, chat, how that works, right? We need to take a look at his comment activity. Yeah, I'm almost getting there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm almost getting to the point where we got to look at his channel activity to kind of find out what's going on here, chat, because something is not adding up here, right? So we've already had, how many trades have I put on here, chat? I put on quite a few trades already. Somebody probably knows the exact number. I think I at least probably had 2 or 3 chop trades alone, and then you add the winners. But there's been quite a few trades here put on, chat. So it's only 10:49. So people get, some people get, it's like crazy. 1.5. I mean, you had a 50-point winning trade. You had a 25-point winning trade. You had like the short there, right opportunity, kind of flushing of 304 down. You had a ton of you had some really good setups here, guys. So I think now it's maybe kind of building out to kind of go up and put in some kind of lower high and then maybe sell back off right to the downside. That's what you're kind of looking at now. So I don't have a setup right now because it's pushing back up. And if you're bearish, you're not necessarily looking to get long, right? You're looking for weakness in the market to try to short it back down again. That's just how it works. So you gotta let the market kind of do its thing, all right? Still waiting for, if you guys haven't been keeping an eye on it, we got you covered either way. So I mean, you got new coaches, chat. I don't even know who this guy, wasn't he a player before? He looks familiar, like he played in the league. Yeah, he had a lengthy pro career, 5 seasons with, the Spurs. Yeah, he looks familiar. He played for the Spurs, guys. So he's the new coach of the Bulls. There it is. You got Dusty May. I don't know who he is. I guess he was a coach at Michigan, it looks like, in Murray State. Coaching the Mavericks. Good luck with that. We know, obviously, Taylor Jenkins, chat. I remember him. This is gonna be like he got a task ahead of him because you got Giannis is gone. He's in Miami. And this guy, wasn't he the Magic head coach? Yeah, he was a Magic head coach, chat. He got fired, and then he's coaching the Pelicans. Kind of funny how some of these people. He was an assistant. He stepped in, and now he's with Portland. So there it is. No LeBron decision yet, and you got to push, kind of stepping in here. But is that going to be short-lived, guys, like how it was over here, right? So you got to look to the left. We had to push at 10 o'clock, and then we had a rejection right back down. Choppy, but right back down, right? So that's what you're kind of looking for if you're short bias. You want to see if you're going to get some rejection kind of right back down to the downside here, right? If you're a bull, I think you want us back above the 14 EMA, 28,378. That's just what it is. LeBron going to Miami? Yeah, I hope so. So I won't, I won't feel bad about it. Yeah, see how you getting it already, chat? Kind of rejection from 363 right back down. People are already kind of shorting that right back down right away for the drop. Initial reaction got shorted, right? And then you got a minute and 42 seconds left, so we'll see how this candle kind of closes out. But you're looking to see if this is basically an EMA rejection again, right back to the downside. Right, price broke down, pushes back, gets weak, gets rejected, and then we sell back off, put in new lows, back below 252 would be kind of like the thought process, right? Lower highs, lower lows, kind of looking at the overall picture here. Could dump hard now. New hour, yeah. You got the new 1 hour candle coming up here. Got to be cautious of that, chat. The last time the 1 hour candle opened, 10 o'clock candle, you had the drop. So that could be coming. We don't know. We got to wait and find out, but we're getting close. You got less than 6 minutes. This candle's fighting to kind of stay bullish on the 1 hour chart. So we will see how this plays out. Make sure you're here. You want to be here, chat, this afternoon. We got Denny Dollars in the building. We're rocking out 2 to 4. And we will be giving away some accounts, Blue Sky accounts. Right now, you got 30% off the Propel plan. That is correct, Demondo. So we got you covered. You want to make sure you're here for that, chat. You know the vibes. All right. 5 minutes left for the new 1 hour candle. You don't want it to, I think, kind of break these highs. D-Money, can you talk about the Apex Legacy account? What are the benefits of having Legacy versus Pro accounts? Yeah, well, so Apex doesn't have Pro accounts. They have either end-of-day drawdown accounts, trailing accounts, or Legacy accounts, right? So the Legacy accounts, you basically, there's no payout cap on those accounts. So that's why I think that's the biggest deal, is that there's no payout cap, right? So like now, and remember, a lot of those accounts, like back in the day, the 50K accounts, you can pull out 40K, $2,000 per account, and like all that stuff, right? So that is the biggest, I think, pull, is that there's no cap on those. But you know, they're all the Legacy accounts are trailing drawdown accounts. They're not end of day drawdown accounts. So, you know, just be mindful of that you're gonna have trailing drawdown, right, until you hit the threshold for it to cut off, and then it's like a regular account, right? So just be mindful. But they're going to move you to live, so there's a cap. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm not here to, you know, he's brought up a question. I gave him the answer. You know, I'm not here to say who's going to get moved to live and who's not. I'm not the prop firm, chat, right? So, you know, I'm not the prop firm, so I can't sit here and say, and you can't say it either because you're not the prop either, to be honest. I kind of hate when people do that, chat, because you don't know who's gonna get moved or not, in all honesty. So I understand if you don't like the prop, you don't like the prop. If you had an issue with the prop, you had an issue with the prop. That's fine. I understand that, but you can't speak for everybody because that's just not accurate, right? So he asked me a question, I gave him the answer. So I mean, simple as that. That's just what it is. That's the difference. That is the difference between the legacy accounts. So, yeah, what a pump here, chat. The current now, I mean, you're going into the open of a new 1 hour candle as well in about 2 minutes. So, got to be aware of that, right? Gonna let this kind of close out and then we'll see what we got. Legacy also trades by a different set of trading rules, right? Yeah. So you have to kind of follow, right? Remember back in the day, guys, there's like MAE rules and, you know, 5 to 1, you know, you had to make sure that you kind of follow that. So you need to be aware. You need to read up on it. You need to go back and read up on it. Pull it up, right? If you go to I did this yesterday because there was somebody in the chat that had the same question. If you go to the Apex website and you click on legacy products, rules, and details, it literally breaks everything down. You know, you got everything here, right? Payouts, trailing drawdown, the product overview, the rules, all of that. So I would recommend for you to go in and read up on it. So, right? So if you go to payouts, as an example, got the parameters here for payouts. There's also, you got a 30% consistency rule, right? So that's why I'm saying you need to read up on it because it's different, chat. Right? So the new accounts, you got a 50% consistency rule. You got a 30% on the legacy accounts. So just be mindful of that. If you look at the 50K, and I'm just waiting for the 1 hour candle to kind of close, guys, anyway. So we got a few seconds here. 50K account, to get the drawdown to cut off, you need $2,600, right? You need $2,100 in the new accounts, in the trailing new account, right? So just things like that are different. They're simply different. You need to read up on it. So that's where you go to pull it up. There's a lot. There's a lot there, chat, right? So you need to kind of go in and read it. All right, so what a pop, right back up. 28,450. Here is the new 1 hour candle, chat. The previous candle was bullish. Swiped the previous low and had a bullish reaction. Right back up. So let's see how this plays out. I mean, you closed above the 14 EMA on the 5-minute chart. You actually tapped the ORB. Very interesting there, chat. That's a W pattern. The top of the W, I mean, short term would be 503. So is there more room to 503 here, guys? To the upside. Over 100 point pop on that last 5-minute candle. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it looks strong for a pop here, chat. For longs. It's already popping. I think it was up like 15 points already. And it's probably going to pull back now. You got to love that, chat. It looks strong there. I think I had probably, I'm not even lying, chat, probably like 15 points. By the time I switched over, it went negative. So you got to love that. Some of these moves are they're happening quick. And if you're not in, you're gonna pay the price, right? You get in late. So We'll give it a second. Not looking too hot now. It's probably going to pull back. Yep. Right back down, guys. Oh, man. I had a 15-point quick trade, guys, and I did not close that. Tried to switch over to show you guys the trade, and clearly they pulled it right back down. So it got up to 479, and they yoked it. So I'll have to wait here. See what else I can catch. Kind of felt like they were gonna pop up here to that 50 EMA at 500. So I'll be patient, see if I can frame another setup, possibly for a long, because that W pattern kind of completes up here at 500, chat. That's why I wanted the long. It just moved very quick and yoked right back down. What does the red and blue lines show? That's a 14 and 50 EMA. So I think you got to kind of wait now and see who's in control, because we're right at that daily candle level now. If this is a W pattern, we should, in theory, push back up here, chat, back towards the 500s. But will that be the case? Or do we flush McGush here? And that 15-minute candle, I mean, that's a clean rejection. Right, it looks pretty clean. Right to the EMA, guys, in a pullback. So, right, that 480 level. Tap the 14 EMA here and pull right back down. Pretty strong bullish engulfing candle on the 15-minute chart. So, but is that just a retracement to go lower? You had a V-shape. Pretty nice, like V-shape push, right? Recovery. So is it over, or do they push us back up? Push back up? Yeah, maybe. We'll find out here, chat. They're definitely trying here. Bullish 5-minute candle. So far. Let me see something. But you're fighting this, right? On the 15-minute, you're fighting the rejection. So, but I mean, look at the 30-minute chart, chat. Look at the 30-minute chart, right? That long bottom wick. If they retrace this whole move down, I think you have to think that there's going to be a lot more downside coming, because if the bears have enough strength to kind of yoke us all the way back down here towards 256, chat, that is you know, you probably have to think that there's going to be a lot more downside to come. Was able to catch 80 points there. Flip positive, price cross above the 21, and then push back to the 50 on a 2-minute. All were positive signals. Yeah, nice. Kind of building out something here. See how we react. Do we get a rollover right off the 14 or a push back up for a long? $100-point drop is crazy. Oh yeah, it's a lot of volatility for sure. $104 and then look at the push, right? They're trying to push back up. But what, you know, is it short-lived though, right? And they kind of reject back off. That's the thing. Because a lot of times those pushes, guys, are just fake outs to go lower. But I think for the bulls, it needs to hold. The 14 EMA. Because if it holds the 14, could be a sign of a reversal, kind of like right back up, right? So if we lose it, it could be a sign that we're going to head lower, chat. I think that's how you got to play it here. And you're only going by, like, you see like the 4-hour candles bullish, right? The 1-hour candles, the previous candle was bullish. You had a long bottom wick that swiped the previous candle's low and then pushed up. So, but the current candle is bearish. And that 15-minute rejection off of, I mean, like, it's just like clockwork, right? Tap the 474 and then drop right back down over 100 points. So do they flush lower? There's a lot of room towards 250 or lower, chat, if they really get going to the downside. But you got all these lows down here at like 256. On a rollover. So DMONEY, you're a man. Up 5K funded and passed 4 more combines. You're a great teacher. Hey, T Cook, I appreciate the kind words. I'm happy that you made money. Thanks for the $10 tip. You did it. You didn't have to. So definitely appreciate that. You gotta love it. And then right back up here. So people are getting chopped. And then there's the crazy psychopath push to go higher, chat. And that was the push that I originally, right? So now, will it continue? pushed from 357 right back up, guys. And then now it's bearish. So let's see how this candle closes on a 5-minute chart. Who's going to win this battle between the bulls and the bears? That is the question. Right? So kind of hanging out. It's kind of funny, too, if you think about it, chat. We're hanging out right below the ORB low, right? 28,458. Kind of hanging out right below it. Jimbo, what up? Interesting divergence between NQ and ES. Trickery and manipulation still a green product for me. Yeah, you gotta take what you can get here, guys. I mean, it's getting a little choppy, right? So I think it's smart to take what you can get. To be honest, you know, that's just me being fully, I guess, honest as far as what I see happening on the chart. So if this candle closes bullish, maybe more upside, right? The last time we were up here though, chat, they yoked it right back down. So I had 15 points, and you know what's funny though, chat? So sometimes when you say that, right, and we'll have people that they're like, oh, like, you know, you switched over or something, or you didn't show us the trade if it's a winning trade or whatever, right? And it's like sometimes you actually take the loser because you switched over, right? Because in this case, I got chopped. Basically, I was up 15 and it went red. But nobody will say anything about it, right? It's like funny how that works. Oh man, it's hilarious. But yeah, it looks bullish here. Looks like there's more upside. That's what I was waiting for, that 5-minute candle to kind of close out, guys, and it just closed bullish. That was the push that I initially wanted. I think longs are the move for a quick pop here. I think you take it, right? Got a quick looking for like 10 points or so. There it is. I think we'll take that. Come on. All right. Yep, we'll take the quick long there, guys. Right, we'll take that off. Just saw the momentum, took the long, quick trade, got paid. We will take it. Because, and the funny part is, that was the initial TP on the trade that I was up 15 points, right? It was up here at 500, guys. They get a 2 candle kind of pattern, bullish, and then you get the expansion higher. And that's the W, right? That's the W playing out. I don't know, you don't use them, D-Money, but Fibs playing out perfectly on 4 hour. Yeah, I don't use them, Matt, but like I said, I'm not the streamer that'll tell you that something doesn't work. Right? If it works for you, it works for you. So nothing wrong with that. Do you use OBS to stream? That is correct, Demondo. So right in the middle of the RB. Yeah, we're right in the middle. So you got to be careful now, chat. I had a quick trade there for 10 points or so, right? Took it off. So we'll see what else we can get here. You've had multiple kind of setups here. It's only 11:18. Had some chop today. Had some follow through. I mean, that's trading, chat. Not much you can do. Trump did Trump tweet something, because people are saying that had a Trump social tweet. Is that accurate, chat? Let me see. I'll try to log back in here. Pakistan and Iran explore a path towards new talks with U.S. and China initiated push. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to log into this. Logging back into my X account here. Like, kick me out. All right, well, if you don't follow me on X, what are you doing? You must be asleep, because we're locked and loaded here. So you can follow me here. You can pull me up here, guys. Probably put in my first name if D-Money doesn't come up all caps. That is correct, Demondo. So yeah, we'll kind of pull that up. Looks like people had some W's there. Should be following only prop firms as well. A lot of times we actually do giveaways directly on the only prop firm X account, chat. So just be aware of that. You should be following obviously Warbucks as well. Warbucks BTC. That is correct, Demondo. So we got 20 accounts to give away this afternoon for the afternoon show. I'll be rocking out with Denny Dollars. Makes you holler. So make sure you are here for that, chat. Hopefully we get some pretty decent price action, and we'll be trading some blue sky accounts this afternoon. So use the code PW. We got you covered. Don't you worry. All right, getting a push back up here, chat. 28,510. So this thing is trying to go. Got highs up here at 557. Do they run those highs? I think if this candle closes bullish, that might give you kind of like an indication, chat, because the way that I look at it is that you're trying to look for strength in the market, and when you get pullbacks but then you get bullish kind of candles afterwards, that kind of tells you that bulls are stepping back in, right? So kind of like here, you had to push retracement in a strong bullish candle. So I don't think we go lower. I think we push to go higher here, chat. If we start losing, obviously, the previous candle's low, that's a different story. But I think you got to be bullish until it kind of shifts. For a pop. I think you're targeting that top wick, chat. That top wick that's up there, I think they try to run that wick if we're gonna push higher. I think that wick 558 or so might get tagged, right, if they're gonna run it. So we'll have to see how this plays out. A lot of volatility though, back and forth kind of price action here, but I think they try to run that wick. And that will put you at 556. Let me see the 15-minute candle. Yeah, got a long wick top and the bottom. 15-minute candle having a bit of a hard time, but so the W. So see, the funny part here, the W pattern is all the way up here at 683, chat. Right, so you got room on the 15-minute chart for the W pattern. You already completed it, like in the short term here on the 5-minute chart. The W pattern has been completed because this was basically like that area, right? You had a strong drop, push back up, kind of formed a base, and then expansion higher. But on the 15-minute chart, you got more upside. $15-minute is bearish. Oh, okay. Use the code PW. We got you covered. Oh man, I mean, it's hard to, like I said, I think for me, if we lose these lows, you're bearish, but until then you're bullish. That's just how I think you have to play it, because you just literally had, it's hard to want to get short when you just had bearish candles and then you had a candle out of nowhere that just pushed up 155 points. So, and I mean, based on how I trade, I'll say that. All right, I think a long, I'm gonna try a quick long here, guys. See if we can pop those highs, 10-15 points or so. Nothing crazy. See if I can get quick 10-point trade, 15-point trade. Right at 10 points. Come on, push. You had right at 10 points, guys. There it is. Probably got to take that off because it's pulling back, but you had a quick 10-point trade there. Wanted a little more. I feel like they were going to pop violently those highs up top, chat. Why is it like bouncing back and forth? There was 10 points again. They pulled it right back. There it is. Just taking what we can get here. Like I said, the market is bullish, guys. It's not bearish. I think 557 probably gets hit here. So, unfortunately, that person that said it was bearish, they probably got to use the code PW. We got you covered either way. So, there it is. Oh, man. You got to love it. I think up here, 556 gets hit. Somebody said Alpine. Yeah. We won't be talking about somebody else's codes in the chat. Let me check your channel activity real quick, because we don't play that around here. So let me see what you're talking about here. Channel activity. I mean, the thing is, you're like supportive. So why are you saying somebody else's code? You got to calm down. You can't do that. We're gonna have to kick you out. So we only rep code PW around here. We can't talk about somebody else. They're trying to get Alpine's giveaway. So what did Alpine do? Say come to our stream and put Alpine in here? Are you serious? Yeah, I know who Alpine is. I met him at the Heat game. Is the focus 10 points for every trade? No, it is not. We literally had a 50-point trade earlier. You had a 30-point trade earlier. You had 2. So no, I just took a quick trade there. That's all. Where were you for the 50-point trade earlier, sir? Or the multiple 30-point trades today? There's the top of that, right? So you're almost up there, chat, towards 557. The user probably has 2 people and they're in the wrong chat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but they clearly, yeah, you can't be doing that. If I see that again, we're gonna have to kick them out. So it doesn't matter who you are, chat, right? You can't come in talking about somebody else's. Like, come on, man. Oh, man. Could reverse here. Yeah, it might. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you've had either way. I don't think it's... You had the pop. So, you know. See, that's the thing. People don't understand, chat. Like, if you got long and you closed, you got long here and you closed out for 50 points. Do you really care if it reverses? Right? And then goes bearish? I really don't care. I had a winning trade there, so I'm not concerned if they decide to drop it now. You're trading momentum in the market, and that was a momentum push to the upside. So I'm not concerned, right? And I think that's where people get the one of the biggest mistakes you can make, I think, in the market, chat, is you know, you're like stuck to a specific kind of thought process, bullish or bearish, and like, you know, so somebody will be waiting, right? Because if we get a bearish candle now, they're like, oh, I told you it was gonna drop. It's like, yeah, you told me after I took profit already. I closed a winning trade out. Like, I'm not concerned. And I think you just got to trade what's in front of you, guys. You got a bullish engulfing candle that's over 100 points to the upside, and you had this pattern where you had bullish momentum, retracement, bullish momentum, right? So I'm not looking to really get short myself right now. If you see it, you see it. But I mean, I just don't at the moment, right? I would love to see us, if anything, I think we need to close back below the 14 EMA with conviction. Then I probably would be looking for a short, right? And maybe they reject it off of the 50 back down. That's fine. But clearly, I mean, you know, pushes are happening. That's just what it is, chat. And I don't want to tell you that you know, you trade how you trade, but I know that if I see bullish engulfing candles and I see us, we're back inside the ORB, chat. And a lot of times when you get back inside the ORB, you're going to head to the top of the ORB, right? The same way how at open, we broke the ORB. So you got the 930 candle, we poked above it, we got right back inside of it, and we flushed back below the ORB, right? So I think there's a higher probability right now that we get to the top of the range, the opening range, right? I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm saying that that's just what's happening right now. You're getting higher highs, right? You're getting a pop, retracement, pop, retracement, pop, probably another retracement, and then pop, right? Meaning that we pop these highs above 558. Can you draw the ORB one more time? Yeah, so what I did today is we had the 5-minute ORB mapped out here, right? It was bullish. And then you had a fake out. They basically poke right above it and then came back right inside of it. So we mapped out the 15-minute ORB. That's still mapped out on a chart here, right? So that's where the two black lines are, 28,606.75. I don't know why this thing why does it do that? It's like crazy, chat, right? I don't know how my level somehow it moved off, but it was 622. So we got to map it out again anyway because it's not accurate. So 622 was the high of the 15-minute ORB opening range, right? 28,622, and you had the low. I must have moved that. I think I moved it by mistake, chat, right? And then the low was 458.25. So the low is accurate, and now the high is accurate. So that's your 15-minute opening range. So we're back inside the range. Now, can we kind of sell back off to the downside and get back below the range? Absolutely, we could, you know, but like I said, I would be more interested, I think, in short if we kind of get back below the EMA with conviction, below the 14. That's just how I trade, right? So kind of playing around right now in the middle of the range. So anything's possible, chat. Anything's possible, but you just had a quick long there, had two kind of back-to-back quick trades. It is what it is. I got a question here. When you see dojis on a higher time frame, are you looking at it as losing momentum and as a possible reversal? It depends. It depends on where it is and where it printed, if that makes any sense, right? So because a lot of times if you look at the higher time frame, so if you go to the 1 hour chart and you look as an example, like here, you had a lot of selling pressure in the market in this example, right? A lot of selling pressure, push up, come back down, nice bottom wick, and it closed bullish. Like that would be kind of like a indication we're probably going to go higher, right? A lot of times these doji candles, chat, like I said earlier, if you remember at the beginning of the stream, we had a 15-minute candle that had formed a doji and we started to push up right before market opened and we reverse. But a lot of times those doji candles, after like a bearish kind of like setup, a lot of times you're going to get a pop back the opposite direction, right? So now if you look on a higher time frame, yes, I mean the 1 hour chart right now, it's having a hard time, kind of could not hold the 14 EMA 568, but that candle's still bullish, right? This I think would be an indication. This is what we're looking at, right? So like if we roll over here, like if this 30-minute candle closes out bearish, rejection wick off the 14 with a nice strong candle, then that could be an indication that we're going to head back, we're going to roll over, right, as an example, because it would be like, oh, heavy momentum to the downside, strong push back up to the EMA, rejection off the EMA, and then sell back off for new lows below 253, right? But you would have to start kind of seeing it. So you don't necessarily, like for me, I don't want to necessarily short on a candle that's bullish on the higher time frame, chat, if that makes any sense, right? You want like the 30-minute candle. Okay, hey, if we're really bearish, well, why isn't the 30-minute chart bearish, right? Break down, turn bearish, and then you know that there's room back to the lows if it turns bearish. I mean, you got over 244 points, so there's room to the downside if this thing shows you the weakness. And that's just what it is. All right, so it looks like we got some news here. Gotta love it, man. Freaking LeBron. This guy, man. Hold on here, chat. Sounds like he's going to Philly, right? Oh man, this guy LeBron. I was hoping he would have came to Miami, chat. Let's see if I can find this. Where did you guys see it? Because it's not on here yet. Two-year, $8 million. Oh, he tweeted. Okay, Sham tweeted. Yeah. But remember, he's gonna take the minimum because make sure they got enough. They probably didn't have enough cap space, so he took what he can get. Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. This freaking guy. Yeah. ESPN Shams reported that superstar LeBron James and his agent are not waiting on the roster moves. The trade happened for an outstanding anticipated decision. 76ers dodged a massive LeBron disaster after latest Shams update. What? What does that mean? All right, let's do this, guys. Let's go to Shams. I don't know why this lady's over here singing too. What is she singing about? Oh man, you gotta love it. There it is. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me, chat. LeBron is signing with the Philadelphia 76ers on a 2-year, $8 million with the player option. So, chat, the funny thing is he has a player option in the second year. So if they don't win next year, chat, he's going to be gone. I'm telling you right now. He's going to do the whole thing over again next year. Clutch Sports Group and Clutch CEO and Game Over Show host Rich Paul tells ESPN. Wow. So $4 million a year. Yeah, he's just doing it because he wants to try to win a championship, guys. And the sad part about, how is that better than? Well, let's check something here. How is that better than Miami? I would have went to Miami, chat. How is that better than Miami? I want to know. Very confused on that, chat. So if you go to Philly, this is their roster. Yeah, he's already on there. Look. Oh man. I think, they got Jaylen Brown. So you got Embiid, but we know Embiid's injury prone, chat. Right? The guy, he's always hurt. He breaks a toenail, he's out for 6 months. So I don't know. I like Maxey. I feel like Minnesota would have been a better kind of, right? So, but you got Embiid injury prone. You got Jaylen Brown. Maybe he has something to prove this year because he got traded, obviously, right? I like Maxey, and then you got LeBron. But I'll put it like this. If Embiid gets hurt, then what? I just don't see it, chat. I just don't see it. Yeah, I don't think it's better than Cleveland either. Is Philly already good? I mean, they're decent, Ginger, right? I mean, they're decent. Yeah, I mean, they're a pretty good team. But the problem is that Embiid is always hurt, and he's like the centerpiece of that team, right? So he's always hurt. So if he gets hurt, I mean, maybe they're going to try to limit his minutes and, you know, because LeBron's there now, like, oh, you know, limit his minutes, get him, you know, into the playoffs, like whatever. I mean, I obviously I think that's what they're going to do, but I don't think the really good teams wanted him. No, they did. NQ_BBL, we're going to give you a quick timeout, sir. The guy could have got picked up on any team for $4 million a year. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? We got to give you a 1 minute timeout. You know, make sure your BBL is intact and come back. Make sure your BBL is not leaking, sir, because clearly your BBL might be leaking here and is causing some issues here for your thought process. So get that taken care of and come back. Come back in about 60 seconds. Thinking differently about life, sir. Unreal, chat. Unreal. You're saying that for $4 million, no team. Any team would pick up LeBron. It doesn't matter if you're a LeBron fan or not, chat. We all know that, right? Like $4 million a year, any team will take LeBron. Like, I don't care who you are. You will pick him up for $4 million. Like, come on, man. Like, be for real, chat. Be for real. I mean, you can't even. So, I mean, I would have loved them to come. I mean, I just don't see that like, how is that better than the Heat option when you got Bam, you got Giannis, you got a couple other players that I thought were, you know, top tier, that, you know, with LeBron. I mean, come on, man. No, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very disappointed, chat. I'm very disappointed. I was hoping that he would pull it out, right? I mean, you got Giannis, you got Bam, right? I actually like Tim Hardaway Jr., chat. I think he's a baller as well, right? I think he's a baller. Unreal. I mean, I would be shocked. I would be shocked because I think Embiid's going to get hurt. And I'm telling you guys, if that's the case, I think Miami goes further this year than Philly. That's just what it is. So, unreal. Well, it is what it is, chat. It is what it is. So, prices literally went nowhere since we've kind of looked at that. So, right. I mean, we popped those highs at 578. Like I said, I think you kind of could be getting ready to climb higher, chat. Could be another long kind of setting up here. Right off the EMA. Possible continuation move back up here to 580 or so, right? Think we try a quick long here, guys. Can we get like 10-15 points on a pop up here towards maybe 567? The momentum's there to the upside. I'm just trying to see if I can catch it, right? If it runs out of steam, it runs out of steam. So be it. But 15-minute candle looks like they want to dig into that top wick, but it needs to go. All right, if it flushes, I'll close it. Had a few points right at the open of the trade, but you need follow through for that to work. Give it a second. Yeah. Running out of steam. That 5-minute chart's having a hard time. That previous bearish candle, guys. I wanted more upside here. Might not get it. Let's see if we get it. You can see like on the 15-minute chart, trying to see if we'll dig into that top wick up there, but it's having a bit of turbulence. Needs to kind of pick up steam if it's going to go. If not, that might be it for the pop short term here, chat. Simple as that, right? Because it should have had enough steam, I thought, to kind of push up. Entry is 523. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to close it. Not going to give it much room. It is what it is. So yeah, it kind of died out on me there, right? I had a few points right at the open of the trade. Wanted a continuation move, basically. You had a pop up here, come back to the EMAs, and then go higher. That's what I wanted to kind of happen, and kind of stalled out on me. So I wasn't gonna give it a ton of room here, chat. Felt like I gave it enough, right? To kind of enough time to kind of pop if it was gonna pop on this 5-minute candle. Still trying, to be honest, but and watch it probably pop the last like 5 seconds or something that is open. I mean, but either way, this account is green. Kind of managed. I feel pretty good about how I managed the risk on throughout the day today. $1,300 on this account. And I'm happy I closed because you're getting a rollover. So see how you can kind of tell, like, if it doesn't go, guys, it doesn't go, right? I mean, that's just, it didn't kind of follow through, right? You had a pop, retracement, pop, retracement, pop, retracement, and I wanted to pop back up. And it's kind of stalling, so no follow through to the upside. Could be it at the moment for the bullish case if they do not kind of get back up here. And it's held the 50 EMA pretty decently. Look at I mean, you kind of hate that it starts like, look at it, it's going again, guys. But it's just chop, right? It looks more attractive than it really is. It's literally just chop. So I think I'll hold out. Probably lock the Lucid accounts. Won't trade those this afternoon. Got to be smart kind of going into the weekend. I think that's smart. Let me see. We'll be trading some blue sky accounts this afternoon, chat. We got a giveaway this afternoon coming up. We got 20 blue sky accounts to give away, chat. So yeah, just lock those accounts. Won't be giving back. We'll make sure I go into the weekend green. And they're probably going to push it up now. You got to love that. But I've kept the losers somewhat small. And I mean, I think that's the name of the game, guys. Right? So I'm not, overall good morning session. Had some chop. I think it's going to bounce now, guys. It's going to bounce because I closed. So it will go back to the desired TP. Probably up here to like 560. Right back up. There it is. Just needed to form a bottom first before bouncing. And sometimes that's life. That's happened to me a couple times today. So bedtime for me, it's almost 1 o'clock in Japan. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, have a good night. Have a good weekend. Momentum is strong to the up, guy. Yeah. And that's the thing, chat. Right. So you got to know, like, when to cut your losses. Like, it didn't happen on this candle, and I wanted it to keep going, and it did not. So I chopped it. But they still held the 50 EMA, right? And then look at the push right back up, right? And that's just trading, guys. Like, sometimes you're not gonna get, right? That's a 45-point pop with no bottom wick. I mean, that's just what it is. Sometimes that's how the market works, right? Your timing's not gonna be. Nobody's good enough, chat, to time every single entry to the exact kind of like standpoint. That's all it is, right? You got to know that I wanted it to go bullish. I wasn't willing. Now, if I would have gave it more on the stop, yes, I would still be in the trade, right? But I wasn't willing to give it more than that. I held it and lowered my stop. Yeah, Michael. Yep, I know. And it paid out for you. It played out, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I just wasn't willing to give it, because in the back of my mind, guys, I know the account's up. That specific account is already up. It was still up over $1,200, right? So like, I'm not like biting at the bit. Like, I have to hold it. Like, oh, I got it, right? It's like, oh, I'll just chop it and it is what it is, right? I didn't see it kind of, you know, the momentum didn't step in quick enough for me, and I chopped it, right? If you held it, yeah, you probably got the W there. So, but I mean, you guys have seen that. How to trade. I was up 15 points. It pulled back. I didn't close that one. I had a trade, a couple trades I got chopped on. Same thing yesterday. I had a couple trades I got chopped on. I was up, I think, 10 points and it pulled back, right? I think today's price action, though, was a little bit, I mean, at the open, it was definitely choppy. I got chopped here. I remember I got chopped here, guys, right? Remember I tried to take a short and it pulled right back up and went green. And then I got short when we broke again to the downside for the 50-point winner. I remember that. So that's just how it is. When I get in at the rejection, just wondering. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that I mean, that would have been the entry right after the candle closure, and you saw it kind of pushing back up. But for me, I tried to ride. So what's happening on this candle is what I imagine happening on the previous candle, right? That the momentum continued to the upside, and you would be targeting up here to like 560. But when it start dying out and pulling all the way back, I'm not holding that, right? Because for one, I'm trading with one mini, and the second thing is that I would rather, if I'm gonna re-enter, I would rather re-enter with a better entry. That's just it, right? The account's already green, so your thought, because when your account's green, guys, you're up 1,200, 1,400, 1,500. I mean, everybody's different, but for me, I'm like, hey, I'm already green. Like, I would rather get a better entry. If the bulls step back in, you can always look to re-enter, right? And it's just simple as that. But yeah, the better entry would have been off the EMAs down here, right at 500. But I got in obviously higher, so that you pay the price. When you enter higher, chat, you need that momentum to kind of come in instantly, or you're gonna probably pay the price on a retracement. I mean, that's how it works. You don't always get the entry right. Oh, how long are you on today? Yeah, I'm rocking out here until about 12:30, guys. I'll be back at 2 o'clock with Denny Dollars. That is correct, Amondo. So same schedule as yesterday. And then you got PW back next week. Cleared 2 evals and made 2,700 on funded Mopar. Nice. I'm happy for you. Thanks, DMONEY, for the great analysis. Have a good weekend. 2 accounts, 2K each for the day. Have a great weekend. Yeah, you as well. Happy you made money. I hit my profit target on Tradeify growth. What's next? Well, you tell me. Oh, well, it's gonna get funded. So that would be the next step. So if they don't update it, your dashboard, I would just kind of check it, give it a little bit of time. If they update it, if they don't, then you'll get it at market close, the funded account. You'll be able to upgrade it to a funded account. Check your dashboard, log in and check. Somebody said use GoPW to get another one. Oh, man. Yeah, so I mean, we'll see. Look at that push, guys. That was the right up to the TP area. Right up to the TP. You gotta love it. Right back up. Look at the bounce off the lows. $72 points. Big facts. I'm just enjoying the stream at the moment. Up on all accounts. Nice. So I'm the only one that blew 2 accounts today while watching and following calls. Well, Michael trades probably because you probably oversize, or you don't. You're just looking for a buy or sell. You're just hopping in, not doing any work, and you're not doing any analysis, and you're probably got chopped or something. And if you only, right? So, I mean, where were you for the 50-point trade? Where were you for the 30-point trades? That, I mean, like, in all honesty, right? Like, where were you for that? Like, that's why I always like have a question, chat, right? So Michael, so where were you? So the 50-point trade, what happened? So if you followed my trades, which we're not financial advisors, we don't tell you to hit buy or sell, but if you followed my trades, you caught the 50+ point winning trade. So how did you blow an account? Like, so I'm very confused. Like, you had multiple winning trades. The trades that I got chopped on were small losers. It's like crazy, chat. I oversized and closed it early and went without me. Yeah, well, then why don't you say that? Like, because you didn't, right? Like that's the crazy part, because see, you're saying something, but you're not giving context behind it, because the context behind it requires accountability on your end. And that's what a lot of people don't want to do, right? And I'm not trying to, I'm just being honest with you, man. Like, if I'm literally showing you that my accounts are green and something's not adding up on your end, because you either size too big, and because you it's hard to win every trade when the market is choppy and not giving you follow through. But if you keep your losers small enough, you should be able to survive that, and actually the winners should outweigh the losers. So like, you're not going to win every trade, guys. Like, nobody's that good. I mean, will we have sessions where you go, 6 for 6, 7 for 7, 8 for 8? Yeah, that's happened multiple times, but that's not going to be every session. I mean, good luck with that. Like, I'm not even going to put that pressure on myself, because you can't. Like, that's just unnecessary pressure, chat. You just, sometimes your direction can be right, but your entry's off. And that actually happened a couple times today, right? I got chopped on the short here, because they yoked it right back up, and then I got short again and picked up 50 points. So that's just trading, man. I mean, it's you rarely see me kind of go larger than 1 to 2 contracts for a reason, because I can at least account for, right? If I got a 15-point loser or something, right? I close it out and then I re-enter. Are you going to regularly stream from 12 p.m. again next week? Yeah, that's my typical schedule, chat. I'm rocking out this morning, obviously, because PW has a race right yesterday and today. So obviously PW does the morning stream, right? So he typically rocks out 9 to 12. My typical time is 12. My normal time is 12 to 4. So I will be 12 to 4 next week. That is correct, Mondo. So yeah, and the only reason why I kind of vocalize that, chat, is because I know that there's new people watching the stream, and it's an unfair thing, right? Because you're painting a picture that's not honestly fair, because you got to take some accountability. That's it. Like, if you saw it's too big. Are you leaving until 2 p.m. or streaming through? No, I will be back at 2 o'clock with Denny Dollars. We got 20 accounts to give away this afternoon, chat. You got to be here for that. Make sure you are locked and loaded and ready. I can tell you right now, though, that we got to get over 1,000 likes for that giveaway to happen. So make no mistake about it, but we got 20 accounts to give away. Don't you worry. I definitely accountable for the trades I missed because I hesitated. Yeah, I mean, chat. You're not gonna. Nobody's perfect. We're not robots, right? So don't you know? Like, think about what just happened here. Right? I got long here on this candle, tried to ride it up, and look at the pullback. Right from 5:30, it actually closed at 5:07. Right? So you had to sit through 20 points of drawdown if you wanted to do that. $400 plus. Right, if you chose to do that. The next candle pushed straight up 47 points. The next candle basically pushed straight up, no drop, no pullback. Right, 82 points on the next two candles. So that it happens, chat. Right, you can have the direction right, you could be early. Right, I anticipated it. And the thing is, for me, typically I wait for candles to close. Right, I did not wait for this candle to close out. Simple as that. Because if I waited for it to close out, my stop would have been at 491, and then you let the trade play out. And I didn't do that. So that's just what it is, right? I mean, some trades you get it right someday. And what happens, Chad, is that I stream as well. I've probably taken 10 trades or so today, right? So the reality is that that's a lot of trades. Would I have taken 10 trades if I was at home trading, right? Probably not. I mean, that's just that, because you would probably be done already, right? That's just the reality. Hey, came back. I just saw on the news Denny Dollars is wearing overalls. He already at the BDH or no? I know he is not, but hopefully he rocks them today. He needs to rock them. We've been trying to get him to rock them it's been like over a month now, chat. I've been talking about the overalls. So is he rocking them today? You know, we're gonna find out. You know, he was pretty adamant that he wasn't gonna rock them, but maybe he had a change of heart, chat. We can drop a poll. Let's drop a poll. Let's see what you guys think. Will Denny rock the overalls for the afternoon show coming up here at 2 o'clock? So the market's still pushing, chat. You gotta love it. And this might be that 12 o'clock kind of push continuation. Kind of move that's been happening. You got Lucid Pro accounts, 40% off ends today, chat. Just a heads up on that, using the code PW. So take advantage, no daily loss limit. Might be that 12 o'clock kind of push. But I mean, look at the move though from basically my stop out. You gotta love that, guys. I mean, it's just almost 100 points. I think they push up here to 622, right, or higher. So I locked out the Lucid accounts. Green on the Apex accounts, you cannot lock those out. They don't have that feature as of yet, but you can do the manual stop. But I'm just not gonna trade them, right? But those accounts are green as well. So I'm not gonna touch those in the afternoon. We'll be probably trading some Blue Sky accounts, guys, in the afternoon. We'll see what happens there. This is my first week watching. I really like how you explain the trades. Hey, Steve Bova 6659. I appreciate the kind words. I definitely try. So I'm not perfect, but definitely try. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? So we rock out Monday through Friday, just trying to make a little money. So Oh man, somebody sent me this, guys. Kind of cray with Lil Ray Ray. So, oh man, you gotta love it, chat. There it is. There is Diddy Dollars. That is his full height, by the way, chat. That is his full. His legs are fully extended there. That is not curled up. That is fully extended out. That is cray with Little Ray Ray. That is the definition, chat. There it is. So we'll make sure we bring that up on the stream so he can see that. But his legs are fully extended there. That is a bit concerning that he is fully extended. His legs are stretched, and that is all. That is the length. That is all that he has, chat. He doesn't have. All right. I mean, that I must say is very concerning here, guys. That I mean, there it is. Oh man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, chat. What do you do? Oh man, he's gonna enjoy that. He's gonna enjoy that when he comes in, chat. He's not gonna have a clue. But somebody said they thought it was my daughter at first. Yeah, no, that is Diddy Dollars makes you holler. There he is. So oh boy. That is crazy. That's crazy, chat. All right, you got a pop here, like we kind of talked about, right? We kind of saw it happening up here towards 616 or so. You got the top of the ORB, 28,622, and that was the. Remember we were kind of talking, chat. We're like, hey, somebody was saying that we were bearish, and we're like, well, we're back inside the ORB, and a lot of times they want to push price back towards the top of the opening range. And what do you know? What do you see? We are right up there, chat. There it is. Somebody said Denny daughter. Oh man. Well, at least we having some fun here, guys. There is the poll. You're gonna see the results coming through. So you can see the results here. 65% feel like Denny's gonna rock the overalls. 35% said he is not. So maybe he kind of vocalized that he's gonna rock them today. So let me see if they're still here. I saw some overalls earlier, chat. Let me see if they're. I mean, the overalls are in the building, so he has every possibility to rock those. It's just a matter of choice. Yeah, we just broke the RB, guys. There it is. There's the pump, right? So whoever said to get short earlier, they have already used the code PW. And either way, we got you covered. Don't you worry. You got Apex accounts right now, $59, chat, for the 100K intraday trailing drawdown accounts, 90% off other accounts using the code PW. Why not? So I guess, so did he just reply to my ex post, chat? I guess he saw the picture already, so he has a mad face about it. So you gotta love it. All right, you're getting a rejection off of 28,622, chat. That is the top of the opening range. So I'll be curious to see how the price action kind of plays out this afternoon, because we know that it's Friday, and we'll be very curious to kind of see how it plays. But you can kind of see here on the 5-minute chart, right? You had a push, retracement, push, retracement, push, retracement, push, and it kind of sucks here, right? Because in hindsight, you don't get paid off hindsight in the market, chat, right? You get paid to kind of react in real time, and that's the thing, right? You got to be present minded in real time to kind of react. But 2 candle pattern, push, 2 candle pattern, push, right? So then I got basically chopped on the 2 candle pattern. Simple as that. But either way, I mean, you know, what do you do? What do you do, chat? You call the top of the ORB? Oh yeah, without a doubt. I called that a while back. See, like, that's the funny thing. Like, I mean, if you kind of think about the session today, chat, we had this box mapped out pre-market. We hit the box, right? We literally dropped down here. I mean, we didn't get to the bottom. We didn't break the box at 228 or so, but we got to 253, right? We talked about this pre-market. We talked about once we got back inside of here, we're headed back to the top of the ORB. I mean, that's just because if price is, you know, bullish, it's gonna attempt to kind of retest that ORB, chat. That's just how the market moves. How do you get out of hindsight mindset? Yeah, it's just, I mean, for me, it's you could have re-entered. You could have even waited for this candle to turn bullish, and you could have re-entered, right? Because that kind of tells you that the bull stepped back in. I got in on this bearish candle that was bullish at the moment, and I was expecting the push right back up, and I did not want to sit through more than 15 points or so of drawdown. So that's on me, right? There's people in the chat that literally took that long and they moved the stop lower and they got paid, right? So you just got to react. You got to take the trades. Simple as that. But clearly we see exactly what happened, right? I was like, oh yeah, I don't like it pulling back. Let me just chop it. You know, the count's already green. I mean, there's a lot of different factors, right? If you just came to the charts and that was your first trade, you're probably going to be more kind of trigger happy on the next green candle to kind of get long again, right? But if you already made $1,200, $1,300, you know, and you're like, oh, you know, you're not super duper concerned, if that makes any sense. At least I'm not, right? I mean, that's just what it is. So, but we will be back. I'll be back this afternoon with Denny Dollars coming up here at 2:00. And we will see what the afternoon session brings. Wonder if we'll get a sell-off kind of going into the weekend, or will we get more upside? You made up the 3K you lost on the first trade. Oh, man. What? So I was copy trading Apex accounts, and you divide that by 8 accounts. So if I was down 3,000 divided by 8 accounts, what's the math on that? $375 because you're copy trading. Maybe you're new to copy trading or something, right? So, but there it is. You gotta love it, chat, right? It's like, it's unreal, chat. Yeah, so yeah, if you're copy trading, you're gonna see, like, you probably saw 7 or 8, I think 8 accounts, right? That 3,000 is divided by the amount of accounts you're trading. You're not taking $3,000 loss on, to be honest, 50K accounts. I probably would have blown the account already. So, I mean, it's like, oh man, it's like crazy. So, yeah, so you got to do the math on that. And when you see multiple accounts like this, that means you're copy trading, right? You copy trade it. So there it is. Oh man, they try so hard. Oh yeah, I mean, but see, the thing is, I don't know if that was a question to try to see whatever, or if it was just like an honest question, right? I don't know, chat. Maybe they're new and they don't know about copy trade. Because see, for me, I always give people the benefit of the doubt, because I'm not it is what it is. But that's what it, if that's what whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he generally doesn't know. Yeah, and that's why I showed him the copy trading, right? So because I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, chat, right? Typically people, if I boot them from the stream, and I'm not saying a timeout because we're joking around, I'm saying a timeout or a boot, kick them out, it's because they generally probably did something multiple times or whatever, and they, and they're clearly they got an agenda, right? Probably coming from another channel or something. They got an agenda. So that's all. But yeah, I mean, not disappointed at all, guys. I mean, I'm actually a little upset that I kind of got a little impatient, but I'm not perfect at all, either, right? So probably could have waited in hindsight, but that does not pay you. So the trade is the trade. You put it on and you let it ride, right? So whatever the result is. So now I think and you got to keep an eye out for that 12 o'clock kind of push, chat. That's been happening, right, for I think the last couple weeks right at 12 o'clock. You get a continuation push. Today you got a nasty wick down from 575, so you probably you might have got spooked on that, because that's a 25 point bottom wick. But it's either that 11:50 to 12 o'clock, we've been getting decent movement. And if you notice here, and you know what was crazy, chat? I literally said that to myself last night, that I was going to pay attention to that today, and I missed it, right? And I literally got long. What's the odds of that, guys? I got long on the 11:45 candle, right? Because if you go back and look at yesterday's price action, and you look at yesterday right before 12 o'clock, let me find it here. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So somehow I missed it there, but look at 11:50, guys, yesterday. Straight up, right? It's 11:50 candle. 181 points up. So it's been giving these pumps, and that's why I think PW noticed it, guys, because it's funny, because sometimes I'm trying to start the stream at 12 and I see him he's in a long, and I'm laughing, because I'm man, PW's take it, get off of there. This is my long. I gotta take it. Right? It's funny, guys, because for some reason it's been happening, for whatever reason, right? Either so we got to keep an eye on that, kind of going forward, right? Little things like that sometimes, chat, they play out, right? So but I have been noticing that pattern. PW mentioned that 12 o'clock scenario also. Yeah, for whatever reason, I know he picked up on it, chat, because he's been taking trades right at 12 o'clock, man. I'm laughing, chat, because I know that, you know what I mean? It's yeah, that's that. Because for some reason it's been pumping, right? It's been giving you momentum plays, so got to keep an eye on that. Oh man, it's funny. So it's but I literally told myself last night, chat, that I was gonna mention it to you guys today, and I was gonna probably take a long right at you know what I mean? And it's so crazy, because I didn't remember, right? And I got long at 11:45. It's like, but if you go back through your charts, like go back and take a look, you'll see over the last like few days, you've been getting some pretty good movement. All right, at that time, so. Waiting for the B shape is good. Yeah, I agree. Long live the money. Oh man. What copy trader do you use for your accounts? Yeah, TraderBait Prop. So TraderBait Prop is the one and only platform of the BDH. So when you see me copy trading, when you see PW copy trading, Denny copy trading, we're using TraderBait Prop. That is correct, Demondo. So when I'm charting on TradingView, and when I'm physically placing the trades, I'm switching over to TraderBait, right? TraderBait Prop. So that is correct, Demondo. Oh man. Goot trade up to 5 accounts. No, you can, believe it or not, you're able to copy trade up to 20 accounts on TraderBait Prop. So yeah, you can copy trade up to 20 accounts. Can you explain the opening candle versus the MOC candle? What time frame, please? Yeah, it's 5-minute chart, so it's just whatever candle color of the first 5-minute candle. So like if you look at the 9:30 candle here, it was bullish today, right? So today at 350, we'll look and see if the 350 candle is going to be bullish. I mean, it worked yesterday. We talked about that yesterday, chat, right? And that's just for me. I don't necessarily trade that, but it's just a fun thing to kind of talk through and observe with the chat, right? I'm not the one that came up with that. Somebody in the chat at one point, they dropped that in the chat that that's something that they look at. And I just started kind of bringing that up and mentioning it because it's something to look at for us around that time. So, you know, whether it plays out or not, I don't know. Somebody said, you know, the person said that it has an 80% win rate. I have not back tested that, studied that, done any research on it, looked into it at all. So LeBron signed with the Sixers. Yeah, I'm disappointed, man. Freaking LeBron, like whatever. I mean, I'll still go to some Heat games, chat, because you got Giannis, right? I think it'll still be, you know, a cool vibe to go. You got Giannis, you got Bam, like, you know, whatever. So, but I mean, but you never know though, chat. I honestly think if they do not win this year, I think LeBron's out of there. And I think he might end up just going to Cleveland for the last year, or maybe Golden State or something, right? Just for a year or so, like, but I'm telling you right now, like, I do not see him staying there if they don't win this year. He signed a 2-year deal. Yeah, I know he did, but he got a player option in the second year. That's the thing. He has a player option in the second year, which means that he can be out of there. He can be out of there in the second year. And make no mistake about it, he's gonna exercise that if they don't win. Because we know LeBron, right? Like, he's not gonna. Didn't they have him on here? I thought we just pulled that up. Yeah, he's there. All right, so see how they got player there? So yeah, he has a player option on the second year, guys. So that means he can be out of there, right? He has to let them. He has to basically make up his mind by June 29th of 27 if he wants to stay. And they're not gonna get rid of him because they're only paying him the minimum. They're paying him literally. I mean, the guy's making. This is right. 4 million is on the line that year. He's actually making 3.8, not even 4 million this year, guys. He doesn't need the money. I mean, he's already made. If you look at his career earnings up here, he has made $581 million. So. That's just what it is. And that's just obviously playing. That's not endorsements and all that. So he's made over $1 billion. So there it is. Well, we will be back, chat. I'm going to call it here. I will be back this afternoon at 2 o'clock with Denny Dollars. Make sure you are here. We will have 20 accounts to give away. Blue Sky accounts, right? We hit 1,000+ likes. Don't you worry, we got you covered. So you want to be here for that. We will be rocking and rolling. We got Denny in the building. We dropped a poll and quite a few, over 60% feel that Denny's gonna rock the overall. So hopefully he brings them out, but we will find out. So I will catch you guys at 2 o'clock. Until then, we gone.